What's up, my Central Unit? It's the Central Man here, so don't really call it a wrestling pay-per-view review. This is my thoughts on the last night's Starrcade event. This show took place in the Innovant Energy Arena in a small town of Georgia called Dulof. Can't pronounce the name right, so sorry about the mistake, but yeah, it's in a small town in Georgia. Traditional WWE house show shown on the network. They'll air 3 matches, and then the rest of the matches will be dark matches. So Starrcade starts with Kevin Owens, presenting the Kevin Owens show. The guest star is the Nature Boy Ric Flair. Yeah, just basically Flair just talking about Starrcade, the history of Starrcade. Gallows and Anderson, the OC, showing up. Their insults. Kevin Owens did their insult of his own, and then you got like Street Profits showing up, and then the first match of Starrcade, we got the Street Profits taking on the OCs, that is Gallows and Anderson. Yeah, this is just alright. You know what is? Street Profits got the win. In the end, they did the Ric Flair's like elbow drop. Yeah, the OC is buried. It was like, what's the point reforming the club and not having have a solid run? Ever since they reformed the OC, they booked them like losers, man. They can't even win a 6-man tag team match or a normal tag team match. They hadn't lost the tag team belts to Rollins and Strowman. I'm talking about Gallows and Anderson, man. What's really the point? For Gallows and Anderson, man, just go back to Japan. Or go to AEW, but I could see him going back to Japan. So okay, the next match we got a fatal 4-way tag team match for the WWE Women's Tag Team Championships. We got the Kabuki Warriors, the reigning Women's Tag Team Champions, defending the belt against Becky Lynch, the reigning defending Raw Women's Champion, and Charlotte Flair versus Bayley. She is the SmackDown Women's Champion with Sasha Banks and the former Women's Tag Team Champions Alexa Bliss and Nikki Cross. This was good. It was a better match in this whole show. The Kabuki Warriors got the win. I think Asuka locked in her submission hold on. I think it's on Nikki Cross to score the victory for the Kabuki Warriors. The main event, the original main event, it was supposed to be Bobby Lashley versus Rusev in a last man standing match. But instead, Lana says that's match not going to happen because Lana filed this, restraining order against Rusev, and Lashley made the referee raise his hand in victory. So basically, WWE really fucked the fans over in this main event. And then you got Kevin Owens, coming down. I saw some of the matches on YouTube, the highlights of the show. You had, Kevin Owens did his insults, and then, the new main event, we got Kevin Owens versus Bobby Lashley. This match was shit. Kevin Owens hit really a worse Stone Cold Stunner. I'm sorry. Why are they making him as Stone Cold? I'm not one of these anti-smart morons on the internet who likes to shit on it, but why Kevin Owens just bring back the pop-up powerbomb? I don't get it. Owens is nowhere near as Austin. The one wrestler I compare to Austin is CM Punk. Because Steve Austin, he's a beer drinker. Punk, he's straight edge. He doesn't drink, do drugs, or smoke. Kevin Owens, he's a trash talker, but why can't you just make Kevin Owens like Kevin Owens? Don't reboot one of the best personality in pro wrestling. Austin is a good wrestler, but it's just stupid. It's just stupid. Like, I like Kevin Owens, but make him as Kevin Owens. Don't make him as Austin. He's basically like trying to reboot a wrestler. It's failed. What they did, the fake Kane, fake Razor, fake Diesel. Back in the 90s, man. Anyway, the match ended in disqualification. Lana interfered, Rusev interfered, attacked Bobby Lashley, and that was the end of Starrcade. And also Lana's voice, like, they made her speak in her normal voice, not with the Russian accent. She kind of dropped the Russian accent. Don't get it. This is not just breaking kayfabe. It's just basically, once again, WWE shitting on their own product. Anyway, I'm gonna go into the quick results in the dark matches. Seth Rollins defeated Eric Rowan. What's the point bringing Rowan into this company? Yeah, people don't really rate Rowan. I think Rowan is just overrated, but he's an okay talent, Rowan. But yes, it's just what he do was eh. Oh yeah, Shinsuke Nakamura defeated The Miz for the Intercontinental Champion. Basically, Nakamura retained the IC Championship against The Miz. What they doing with The Miz, man? Miz is better. The Miz better up as a heel. Miz is one of the best trash talkers, man. And now he's a fucking babyface. He's been a babyface ever since, in February, this past February. The feud between him and Shane McMahon. Okay, oh yeah, Aleister Black defeated Aronde Cien Almas. Ricochet defeated Aronde Cien Almas. That was the first match after Aronde versus Aleister. They buried Aronde Cien Almas in 2 fucking matches. Are you joking? Yeah, I don't see it. So far, Aleister Black haven't really lost a match on the main roster. I don't think he lost a match on the main roster. But Aronde Cien Almas, he's a loser, man. They had them build him up, had those wins, and all of a sudden, let's have him take the L's in 2 different matches. 2 matches at the same time. Fucking bullshit, man. Yeah, AJ Styles, Randy Orton defeat AJ Styles. AJ is a hometown man. I know he came from Gainesville, but Georgia is AJ's home state. I know he was born in North Carolina, but he grew up in Georgia. They buried AJ Styles in his home state. Bullshit, man. Fuck you, WWE. Okay, Roman Reigns defeated King Corbin. Who fucking cares? It's just basically trying to build Roman Reigns up for WrestleMania 36 against Brock. That's my prediction. And also, yep, we got the steel cage match for the WWE Universal Championship. Why could you just put it in the main show instead of doing Bobby Lashley versus Kevin Owens, man? I don't get it. And by the way, the Fiend defeated Braun Strowman in the steel cage to retain the Universal title. Why could they just put it in the main event instead of putting it in the dark match? I don't fucking get it. And that's for Braun Strowman, once again, bought like a loser. He can't even win a single world title against Brock, Roman, fucking Seth Rollins, and now against Bray Wyatt, his former member of the Wyatt family. It's just like, it's very funny. Like 20 years ago, this month marked the 20th anniversary of WCW's Starrcade. That match that pay-per-view was memorable. Of Goldberg versus Bret Hart for the vacated WCW World Title. Goldberg did the super kick on to Bret Hart. That led Bret Hart to have a career-ending injury, including the stroke in 2003 or 2004. I think it was 2003 he had the stroke. I don't know what year Bret had the stroke. It's just like, for the last 3 years, WWE has made a mockery of this once good show. One good show, created by the NWA, the old NWA, to the days in the Monday Night Wars era in WCW, and now WWE bring it back in 2017. They made it as a fucking house show, not a fucking pay-per-view. I like TLC, no disrespect, but why can't you just make it as a full-length pay-per-view? Not a fucking 1-hour event on the network. Don't get it. I don't fucking get it. And for you anti-smokes out there who, shits on WWE but continue to watch it, you're part of the problem. And you probably say, oh, NWA Power is better than AEW Dynamite. Bullshit. Dynamite's better than Power. You know, it's another topic for another time, because one's doing a small studio and others doing doing the shows in a bigger arena. Fuck what? It's just like anyway, that's a little bit rant off the anti-Sparks, but yeah, this is a house show. Make it as a pay-per-view. That Sarrcade was based on a pay-per-view, a wrestling pay-per-view. The days in the NWA to WCW, but now it's a house show in the WWE, because once again, Sarrcade is not Vince McMahon's creation. It's not. Once again, Vince McMahon fucked up a WCW creation. NWO, Goldberg, Scott Steiner, Sting, Sarrcade. He did okay with the Great American Bash. I wish they'd bring that back, but that's not gonna happen, man. But get rid of Sarrcade, man. Stop doing these shows, man. You know, you're screwing. You're really insulting the fans' intelligence. You're screwing the fans over. You know, I don't think they're gonna make a lot of money in this event. It's really funny they're gonna do this pay-per-view before the next coming pay-per-view called TLC in Minneapolis, Minnesota. That'll be in 2 weeks' time. It's on the 15th of December. You know, I will cover TLC, man. You know, depend what happens next week. Man, I give it a spoiler alert, but you have to wait until tomorrow. So yeah, my rate for the show, I'm gonna give it about fucking 3 out of 10. Once again, just a house show. You know, main event sucked. The only good match, I'm gonna go with the Fatal 4-Way tag team match for the tag team titles. That's it. So it's just a big middle finger for the WWE. You know. So hope you enjoy it, guys. Leave your thoughts, comments below, smash the like button, and subscribe to the Central Man Network on YouTube. This is the Central Man officially signing out.